Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So recently I did one top 15 of small plants and one video with my top 15 philodendrons. So today I want to combine both and make a top 15 of my small philodendrons. But there will be no overlapping with the two previous videos, so the 15 philodendrons that I'll show today are not featured in the two previous videos. There will be some common but also some rare philodendrons in this video, and if possible I will show you a picture of the mother plant on the day that I bought it and also the price that I paid for it. So let's get started right away. So I want to start with this philodendron schottianum, which I think is a rather uncommon philodendron. And here you can see a picture of the same plant when it arrived at my place back in 2022, and I paid $25 for it. Now you might say that it looks exactly the same as 3 years ago, and you are right, and the reason is that each time this guy makes a new leaf, it also drops an old one. Now I quite like how the top half of the petioles is hairy and the bottom half for some reason is not. This guy is native to Central and South America, and I try to take good care of it since I have only one and I have not taken any cuttings so far. And I keep it close to a window where it gets bright morning light. Let's move on to plant number 2, which is the philodendron white wizard. And the plant I will show today is actually a cutting from this mother plant that I got in 2022, for which I paid €9. Of course, the main feature of the white wizard is the variegation on its leaves. It also has quite a thick stem, it's a fast grower and quite easy to take care for. Now, when I was preparing this plant for the video, I actually noticed that the plant is currently producing a tiny new baby plant. And this is something that quite a lot of philodendrons do, they give you free baby plants. Number 3 is the philodendron pink princess. These are all cuttings from a mother plant that you can see right here, that I bought as a baby plant in 2021 for €10. In my experience, pink princesses are not so easygoing, and I found out that they do best when you grow them in water. So as an experiment, I started growing many cuttings in different types of hydro setups, and the plants seem to be more than okay with that. And it's always good fun to see the roots grow in the water. The only thing to watch out for is to change the water from time to time and also to make sure that no leaves are rotting in the water. Alright, next up is this philodendron ring of fire, also a popular houseplant because of its variegated leaves. This guy I bought as a tiny baby plant in 2022, you can see it here, and it set me back €14. So over the last 3 years it has grown a lot, and even though it is not tall, it currently has no less than 15 leaves. And this makes me wonder whether this philodendron is self-heading, meaning that it grows upright with very little space between the petioles that grow from the stem. The next plant is quite special. This is the philodendron martianum, also known under the somewhat degrading name of philodendron fatboy. And this here is a picture of the plant when I just bought it in the Netherlands in 2022, and I paid €15 for it. The name Fat Boy stems from the fact that the petioles of this philodendron are really fat because of the water that they retain. So this is a philodendron that you should definitely not overwater. And I've been keeping this guy on the top of a plant shelf where it gets plenty of artificial light. Next up is something totally different. This is the philodendron tortum. And you might have guessed that this is a cutting that I took from my mother plant, and I'm growing this tiny tortum in perlite. I bought my mother plant that you can see right here in 2020, and I paid 27 euros for it. And by the way, I still have my mother plant. You can see it here bathing in artificial light. The tortum is quite an easy philodendron with striking and unique leaves. Number 7 is this small Philodendron gloriosum dark form that I bought in 2022 and I paid 14 euros for this plant. Now this plant hasn't done much since I bought it, but that's my own fault because for some reason I always tend to forget about this plant, so it's been badly neglected. This plant belongs to the category of crawling philodendrons, meaning that they grow horizontally in the rainforest looking for soil to put their roots in. Alright, plant number 8 is my philodendron red cherry, and to my surprise, when I did some research for this video, I could not find when or where I have bought this philodendron. I suppose that this is a hybrid philodendron, and like most philodendrons, it likes its soil to be completely dry before giving it a drink. My next pick for this video is the philodendron bannoniae, which is philodendron number 9. Once again, we are dealing with a cutting from my mother plant that you can see right here on the day that I got it in 2021 for $24 US. These are actually 2 cuttings and they already have the very long and narrow leaves that are typical of this philodendron. Now you might know that I have a playing list on my channel about unpopular philodendrons, and the philodendron bannoniae is featured in one of the episodes. Philodendron 10 has a long and complicated name, so this is the philodendron bipinnatitifidum birkin pink. Here you can see the plant when I got it in 2024, and it cost me only 9 euros. Now in 1 year's time this plant has grown quite a bit. The foliage is quite dark and the newest leaf does come out with a color that hints to pink. And I suppose that this is also a hybrid philodendron. Plant number 11 is no other than the Philodendron elegans, and this is also a plant featured in my series about unpopular philodendrons. My mother plant is still alive. This is it back in 2021 when I got it for $26 US. Now the leaves of these 2 cuttings look nothing like the mature leaves that you just saw on the mother plant. And this is normal since many philodendrons only show the true shape of their leaves when they are mature. And as an experiment, one cutting is growing upwards and the second one is trailing. Plant number 12 is the Philodendron Painted Lady, and once again I could not find when or where I have bought this plant. These bottom leaves make me think it is a painted lady, but I'm not even 100% sure. And once again this plant is growing a tiny new baby in the center of the pot. Now plants 13 and 14 are growing in one and the same container. First we have this Philodendron pedatum, which is a cutting from my beast mother plant that you can see right here. I bought it in 2021 and it cost me 44 euros. And then we have number 14, which is the Philodendron undulatum 1. The undulatum mother plant I bought back in 2021 and I paid 25 US dollars for it. Now I like to put cuttings from different philodendrons in one and the same container, just as an experiment and also to create a different visual effect. You can see that the undulatum is busy producing a new leaf. And this philodendron is sometimes also called elephant ear because of the shape of the adult leaves. Okay, finally I want to show you plant number 15, which is my Philodendron red mother plant. And as you can see here, it looked quite different back in 2020 when I bought it for 11 euros. Today this plant is quite old and I mainly use it to take cuttings from, and I also decided to let it grow downwards. You might be able to see that there are actually 4 plants in this container, including a brand new baby plant. And this is where this plant usually hangs out, next to a Philodendron Brazil. Alright, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and or subscribing to my channel. For now, I wish you a very nice day and I hope to see you back real soon. Bye bye.